how to make 2022 year more wiser so that we take wiser decisions in 2022 in our financial planning and develop our richness principles much better. If you are wondering what one should do, what are those few steps to take in 2022 year, what we have learned from the last 2 years in our personal finance so that we are wiser, we are all prepared much better, and we have, I will call it personal ammunition, and I will call those as richness principles, because one must learn to understand what we live for, what is my internal family code of honor. Why do I live for? What do I live for? What are my principles on which I would like to develop my entire life? And then make decisions. For example, what is the meaning you would give to certain activities in which you would like to participate, and then decide this gives me pleasure, I would like to spend more time, and this is where I would call it happiness. And my strength in doing all these activities is increased and it is there. For example, it could be driving, it could be fishing, it could be mountaineering, it could be just sleeping at home or just reading books. And in this pandemic 2-year period gone by, we would have understood what should one be doing so that we are better prepared. We plan our life to make ourselves little more happier, our own selves, and therefore we are wiser in 2022. If you are looking for such points, this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Taressh Bhatia and I'm a financial freedom specialist. With over 3 decades of my experience, I have learned a few things, and last 2 years has taught you and me a lot of good lessons to be preparing for such eventualities which should not bring us to the brink of our financial issues, problems, and they should become minuscule and not magnified. And let not somebody tell us what should one be doing, but these guiding principles which I'm going to show to you reveal those secrets, will help you to understand, plan, and make yourself wiser in 2022. So grab a pen and a paper, make notes of these points which I'm going to explain to you. Consult your financial planner, how these can be incorporated into your financial plan, and your investment also are now integrated with these points put together. So let's go deep dive into these points. So 4 strong pillars to make 22 help you to be wiser when it comes to your personal finance and planning your finances. 4 strong pillars is what I'm going to explain to you. Make notes and be very sure that you are going to implement all these 4 pillars of your principles of your personal finance. I could call it the richness principle. So the first pillar I would say is based on your dreams, where your happiness lies, what your goals are, and now you prepare your budget. So let's go one by one in the first pillar, construction, the first pillar. Number one is, what are your dreams? Now, every person has got individual and specific dreams, and aspirations are there as an individual, as a couple, as a family. Decide, write it down today when you're making your perhaps the New Year resolutions. The second is, where does your happiness lie? Look at the meaning you would like to give to the pleasure which you get from where, and what is your strength in doing so. What is the time you would like to spend on those activities or things, and the money which you would now need. Combine these 5 factors. When I say happiness, decide your happiness. The third aspect is goals. Now based on 1 and 2, decide your goals. Goals are not just that children's education, marriage, retirement. That's not goals. That's what we as financial planners would like to put into specific areas. But at this moment, decide what your goals are based on 1 and 2. Third, goals. Now fourth is, now prepare a budget, which means look at your income, look at your expenses, and what you can budget every year, every month, every quarter. What are your expenses and how they're going to be? So this is the pillar 1. Develop your goals very clearly based on this first foundation pillar. Let's go to the next one. The second foundation pillar is insurances. Do not mix your investments with your insurances. Look at very clearly what your health insurance requirements are, whether it's pure basic reimbursement policies. Now you need to update, upgrade and add on, or make it a floater or an individual. Consult your financial planner to understand what makes you more comfortable within the budgets which we discussed and how you can make it better in the year 2022. And finally, life insurance. So only term insurance, which means should anything happen to you, there should be an amount coming to your family and it is not linked to your investments. That's the lowest premium you would get for a term insurance. A 25-year-old would be paying just about 8,000 rupees for 1 crore insurance when I say term insurance. A 30-year-old healthy terms and conditions would pay a premium of, let's say, 13,000 for the next 30 years for a 1 crore insurance policy. Premiums vary. Insurance companies decide the premiums depending on your income, your health status and other parameters. So consult your financial planner who would tell you right amount of life insurance required for you, not just what you think or what is available or what somebody is telling you. Next is the third pillar. And when I say the third pillar, then I mean the third pillar has got 4 points under it. Number 1 is you must have an integrated investment portfolio which integrates all your goals, your income, expenses and how much you can save per month, and savings put into investments which are now linked to your goals, which means all your goals are linked to your investments. Each mutual fund portfolio should be linked to a goal. There should not be any orphaned investments which you do not know when the money will come, how much it will come and whether it will come or not, and you're not decided on the tax implications also. Be clear in this year, make provisions to understand from your financial planner. The second aspect is manage your investment portfolio professionally. Our investment advisor like our firm, Advantage Financial Planners LLP, registered with Securities Exchange Board of India (SEBI), helps our clients to make wise decisions, not just decisions, but based on goals. Every investment is made on a risk profile, on a time horizon, and then is how much money you would need, when you would need it, and will that be available? Will it be liquid at that point of time? So manage it professionally and do it online. There are gone the days of paper, gone the days of visiting a company or your investment advisor. Everything is online. Make sure that you understand everything. You're not signing even digitally on anything which you do not understand. Make very clear to your investment advisor that I would like to understand. And I would again lay emphasis, you have to have the knowledge to understand what's going on, and then you can manage it professionally. Third point is, whenever you're doing any investments, whenever you're managing your portfolio, make sure that your tax implications are very clear to you. Tax implications at 3 points of time. While investing, whether you're looking at 80C investments or you're looking at when you redeem the money, what will be the income tax implications and how much amount will be payable at what point of time, how much is tax free finally, and whether I need that and when I will be able to retrieve it, will it be tax free? That's the third point. The fourth is now be monitoring your investments very carefully. Don't just blindly follow what others are doing. Don't follow what news channels or newspapers and magazines are trying to tell you something, but be wise to be a wiser person, to be monitoring all your investments with your financial planner who may have given you an app or an online desk to monitor how your investments are doing, and then review periodically, rebalance your portfolio in year 2022, because what we saw in 2021 year kind of returns may not happen going forward. So be very sure that you're monitoring it properly. And monitoring means you have controls, you understand how your investments are growing. It's not just investments being monitored by somebody, but you are also taking care of those investments as such. So with these 4 foundations very clear. The top 3 foundations I've explained, the top 3 pillars. The last one is your important 4th pillar of being a wiser person in 2022 year. And how does that happen? In my opinion, you should make provisions for having your proper professionally registered will in place, you and your spouse. Second, make provisions for what if anything happens to you, you're still alive, you cannot sign, you cannot see, but you would like somebody to take decisions on your behalf. So what are those options where you don't sign, but somebody will take decisions on your behalf, but not randomly, not trying to be saying, I'm not saying that somebody, you make provisions for somebody to be able to cheat you or take you for a ride, and your wealth and your hard-earned money is not going in the right direction. I'm not saying that. I'm saying make provisions for being able to delegate the financial transactions for somebody. If you cannot sign, you cannot say yes, no, and you cannot go online and do some transactions. So make that provisions. What are those documents? What are those processes? Ask your financial planner to explain those things to you. With this, the 4 foundations of the 4 pillars of making you wise in 2022 is what I wanted to show to you, and I've done that secret revealing right at the beginning of the year in 2022, and I hope that you would like this video. If you would like the video, please do share, like, comment, and do like this YouTube video channel. Make the channel notifications on so that you receive the notifications on time and you are sure on getting the notifications also. A lot of videos are there in my YouTube channel where I explain everything about money, personal finance, richness principles, and do read out my book, The Richness Principles, available in the link given below. And you can buy the book, and all these points are also easily covered there for a common layman to understand how you can develop your own personalized richness principles. So with this, I hope you have enjoyed the video, and do like and give me comments in the section below, and do tell me what you would like me to make more such videos on. Till then, I would like to say, wish you a very happy new year, and I look forward to you being a wiser person in the year to come, weeks to come, months to come, and year to come, and that you are able to enjoy your life with the money you have, with the time you have, and with the available circumstances. You develop your richness principles and enjoy the life in 2022 and beyond. Thank you very much.